before discussing the oops, guys, let us see here first of all what are the types of variables. What are the types of variables? All of right, because in the oops, guys, regularly we use the word variable. That's why before starting the oops only, we discuss very clearly types of variables. Okay, scope of the variables. Like we have the global, local, right? Let us try, guys. Now let us try. Let us try to understand. Okay, right. So guys, observe here. Suppose I take one function def, right? I take display. Now all of observe here. I'm taking now something x equal to suppose 100, guys. Now just imagine, right? Imagine now x equal to 100. Okay. Now I'm trying to use a printf, right? Printf. Suppose the value is right. The value is I'm trying to use x. That's all. I'm going to call the function. I'm going to call the function display. Okay. So guys, here see, actually it's a variable, right? It's a variable which is declared outside the function. Because the variables can be declared inside or outside also. Take suppose y equal to, I'll take 200 here. Now see, now x is defined outside the function, y is defined inside the function. All right, you can see normally also x is there where outside the function, y is there where inside the function, right? Inside the function. Okay. So guys, here actually there are two types of variables. There are two, right? Two types of variables. Now all of you observe here, right? Variables. Okay, variables. The first one is called, guys, local, right? Local variable. Local, right? Local variables. The second one is called global, right? Global variable. Local variable and a global variable, guys, here. Local and global, right? Local and global here. So what is the meaning of local variable? What is the meaning of global variable, right? So guys, here generally in one project, we can have the n number of functions. Suppose this is the project. This is the one function, right? One function. I take one more function here. I take one more function like this. So we have the n number of functions, guys. Here we have the n number of functions. This is the display one, display two, right? Display two and display three, right? Display three here now. All of you listen clearly here. So display one, display two, and display three. Okay, display three, guys, here now, right? So now the x variable declared outside all the functions. See, it's outside the display one, outside the display two, outside the which one? Display three. So the x variable declared outside all the functions and can be used inside all functions also. Can be used inside all the functions also. That is called which one, guys, here? Global variable. So the variable which is declared outside all the functions and can be used inside any function or anywhere also. Inside the functions or we can use outside the functions also. I can use here also. Here means which position is on outside the functions, right? Outside the functions. All of right. The variable which is declared outside all the functions and can be used in anywhere, in any function, or outside the function also can be used. That is called global variable, guys. Now, right? Global variable. So local variable means a variable which is declared inside the one function and can be used in that function only. Can be used in that function means within the local scope only. Within the local scope only, guys. Now it's called a local variable. Now, if you observe, the x can be used either in the function 1, display 1, or display 2 also possible, or display 3 also possible, which one using the x variable, which is created outside the functions. Now the y variable, I cannot use the same variable in the function 2, display 2. I can't use in display 3. I can't use in the display 3. I can't use outside the functions also, not possible. Why guys? It has the local scope. Local scope means within that function only. Within that function only guys now. So global variable, local variable. Global variable, local variable means a variable which is declared inside a function and can be used within the function only. Right? Now guys observe here. Now guys observe now. Local, right? Local variable. Right? So guys, a variable which is right declared, which is declared, right? Which is declared where inside the function, right? Inside the function, and it can be used within the same function, within the same function, within the same function, are also called within the local scope, local, right? Local scope only, within the same function, or within the local scope only, within the local scope, right? Local scope only. Okay, right guys. Now let us try here this point only. I'm going to see now this point. First of all, I'm going to see this point practically. Okay, right. Okay, so observe here. Now what do? I remove this one. I take def, right? Display of. I'll take here. Suppose x equal to something 100. Okay, I'm taking now print off, right? Print off. Let's take here something. I take the value is, right. The value is okay. I take the x guys now. Then I'm going to call the function, right? I'm going to call the function, right? Display. Okay, display. Enough guys now. Now run this one. Run this one. Yes, we got the output, right? We got the output here. Right. So guys, now you can observe here. Now you can observe here. See, the variable which is declared inside the function, and it can be used within the same function only, within the same function, within the same scope, right? Local scope. Okay, local scope. Now the same x variable guys, I'm trying to use outside the function. I'm trying to use here. Okay, right. Now guys, here the same I'm going to use print, right? Print the value is suppose that the value is suppose I take the x here now. Okay, now value using, or else the variable, right? Variable using inside inside a function, inside function, the value, the variable, okay, suppose which is using inside function. How much here guys now? That is and here the variable, which is where, which is using outside function. That's our guess now. Let us try now. Let us try here. You can see. So what is displaying here? What is output coming here now? Which is using inside, right? Inside function coming. The outside function not coming here now. Why? It's saying that what's error here? Name error. Name x is not defined. Where is this error guys now? See, in this print error is there. In this print, which print? Outside function print error is there. Which error? X. This x is not defined. It's saying x is not defined. Even though I defined, but where you defined within the function I defined. That's why it should be used within the same function only, not outside the function. If I use outside the function, guys, it's saying that x is not defined. That means that variable is not defined. Okay, right. Now what do I do here? I take one more def, right? Display. I'll take as display one, display two. Okay, I take here display one. I take here suppose a display two. Okay, display two, and here also I'm trying to use the same variable now. The variable right? Variable which is declared, right? Declared in display one, using here something, using here, using in right? Display, that's all. Which one comma x, right? Comma x. This one already error came, right guys? Now this one I make the comment. So here one point is clear. Which point clear here? The local variable cannot be used outside the function. So it's not used, right? This point is very clear. Now I'm trying to use in another function. This also you have to call, right? I'm calling this one, right? Display two. That's all. Okay, same, right? Same as it is. I'm calling the same display two. Now run this one, guys, here, and this one. You can see same, guys, here now. No error is coming here. Where is this error? Again saying that x is not defined. And where is that error, guys? Here the print is error. Using display two. Using display two means here error is there. Here saying that x is not defined. Where is this x, guys? This x used where inside the display two. So guys, here now we are clear 2 points now. What's first point? The local variable cannot use outside the function, and also cannot used in another function also. In another function not possible, guys, here. Okay, right, guys. Now, so guys, observe here. What's the first point here now? What's the first point here? Local variable, local variable cannot be used right outside the function, right? Outside the function where it is declared. Okay, declared. Which function, guys? Here wherever it is declared, there also you can't use. Okay, next point is local variable cannot be. Okay, local variable cannot be yes, cannot be used, right? Cannot be used in another function, in another function, in another function, guys. Now in another function, that's all of right. So 3 points here now. What's first point now? Local variable is a variable which is declared inside the function, and it can be used within the same function. Local variable cannot be used outside the function where it is declared. Local variable cannot be used in another function. In another function, guys, here. In another function. Next one. I want one more doubt. I have one more doubt here now. Guys, I remove this one. Okay, I remove this one. Okay, let it be here. Same as it is. I make the comment. Okay, I make the comment is because I may use in the next example. Right. Now guys, observe here. Now x is defined, right? Same. Now I'm trying to modify the x value. X plus I'll take here 50, right? 50 into again x. Okay. So guys, here just observe, guys. Now I'm trying to modify same, right? I take here print, right? Print value, right? Value before change. Which one here? X. Okay. I'm trying to again print here, right? Value after change. After change, right? Let us try this one now. Right, guys. Now. So what's third point here? Sorry, here we should use x, right? We should use the x. So what is the, guys, new point here? the local variable can be modified within the same function, within the same function, guys. Here the local variable can be modified within the same function. All of clear, right? Okay. What's the next point here? Local, right? Local variable can be modified within the same function, within the right same function, guys. Within the same, right, same function, guys. Here within the same function. All of you, I think you are understanding what I'm saying here, right? Okay. So guys, here about local variable, this is the concept. This is the concept, guys. About which one? About local variable only. We're discussing now. Which one? Only local variables, guys. Here till now, still what is going on now? Local variable is going on. Okay. Right. For a few minutes, I keep this one aside. And I'll go with the global variable, guys. First of all, so now local variable over. I take about the global variable. Then later again we compare both local, global, the single example. Okay, right. So this is about local variable, guys. Okay. Now what do I do here? I take global variable, right? I take something. So what's the global variable, guys? Here, suppose I take one variable here, something y equal to some 200. Okay, some any value, right? I remove this all. I don't take the local variables now. So I'm taking here which one? Printer, right? Printer. Uh, the variable, the value is, right? The value right, is which one here? I'm taking the y directly. I call the function now. I'm calling the function. Which one? Display. Okay. Display, guys. Okay, display. Then let us see here. Oh, I think spelling mistake. Okay, display one, right? Display one, correct. Display one, right. So guys, here or else I'll take here the value in display one, something like this is okay. It's coming now. It's coming here, right? Now what do I do here? I'll take one more def now. I'll take one more. Now guys, here the global variable is declared. See, the variable declared outside the function and using inside the function also. Now what do I do? Outside the function, I'm trying here now. Print, right? Print the value outside function is okay. I'm trying to use again y here. Let us see now. Outside function, see now, guys, right? It's coming inside the display one, coming outside also, same coming here. But this is not possible where inside in a local variable. But guys, this y variable, I'm able to use in the one function, and outside function also I'm able to use that. I take now one more function, guys. Here I take one more function, def display 2, right? I take some print here, print. I'm taking now print of, right? Okay. The value in display 2 is I take same y. I take the y, guys. Here, that's all. I call the display 2 now. I call display 2. Okay, display 2. And here also I am using here now. Here also I use outside the function. Okay, I'm using here outside the function, guys. Here now I'm taking now which one? Print of, right? The value outside, right? Display 2 outside, which function is one? Display 2 is which one here? Same way, guys. Here outside take display one or function one. Okay, right. Now guys, observe here. Now see, right? So it is defined outside and using inside the display one, outside the display one using, right? Inside display one, outside the display one. Inside display 2 using, outside display 2 using, guys. That's why we can use anywhere. You can use anywhere, guys. Now no condition is there. The variable which is declared outside all the functions and can be used in every function. Can be used in every function, or also can be used outside the function also possible. See, outside the function here using. Here also using the outside functionality guys here. So that is the global variable. So global variable means a variable which is declared outside all the functions and can be used in all functions or outside the functions also. Okay, right. Now guys, observe here. I am going to give one point about a global, right? A global variable. Okay, right, guys. Here global, right? Global variable here now, right? A variable, right? A variable which is declared, right? Declared outside all functions and it can be used in all functions can be used in all functions and outside functions also that's all. It can be used in all the functions and outside the functions also. A single point is enough, right? So here I made 3 points. Those 3 points I cleared here with a single point now. With a single point. Here what is there now? Inside the function declaring, inside the using also inside the function only. Next, cannot be used outside the function, cannot be used another function. But declare inside outside all the functions and can be used in all functions can be used and also can be used outside the functions also. That's all guys now. That's enough. Now this point you have to see now. Which point now? Local variable can be modified within the function, right? Now I tried to modify the global function also. All of clear, right? If you observe guys here, observe now. The loc which declared inside the function, but here declared outside the functions, and can be used within the which one same scope within the function and cannot be used outside the functions, right? But guys here it can be used in all functions. That's all. Enough. Next one, what is there here? It cannot be used in another function, but it can be used outside functions also. All of right. It can be used inside all the functions, outside the functions also. Same guys now. So these 3 points are equal to now this single point here. Now the next point is there. What is the point here now? Local variable can be modified within the same function. Now all of observe here. All of observe now. What do I do here? Right. This is all I'm going to modify now. Right, guys. Now I'm taking now. Observe all of observe here. We are trying different possibilities. Okay. Display off. Right. Display off here. I'm right taking the which one y value guys here. Y value, right? Before display also I'm trying to display which one here now y. I'm trying to take 2 times y, right? See now what happened guys here. What happened one time coming? Why this is coming now? This is not coming. Why guys here? This function is not called, right? I'll take the here display. Okay, display. Now let us try here, right? Or else I'll take simply here. It's the first term, right? I'm displaying the first term. Okay, first term y, and I'll take simply here. I'll take now suppose second, right? Second time. That's all. Okay, first time, second time. For difference purpose only. For difference purpose, I'm taking like that. Okay, comma required. There also what required here, comma. Fine. Okay, fine guys. Here it's fine. Now what do I do guys here? I'm going to modify the value outside the function only. I take now y plus 50 assigned to same y. That's all of right. So all of observe clearly we are trying different possibilities, different ways. Okay, right. So what happened guys here? If you observe now, the y is defined outside the function and also modifying outside the function only. Modifying the outside function only. Let us try now. Let us try, guys. Here, see, the value is modified, right? See, first time, how much is there, guys? Here, 200 is there, right? That's what displaying here, 200. So first time 200. Later, 200 plus 50. How much here now? 250. That's why. So here, second time, how much? Sorry, the recent value. Latest value is 250. That's why here 250 is coming, guys. Now 250 is coming. That's all. Okay, right. So fine, guys. Here now, what do I do here? Now I don't make this modification here. Okay. See, all of you remember the point clearly here. This modification, the same modification, guys. The same modification I'm going to make inside the function. All of right. If we make the modification outside the function, it find now I'm trying to modify outside the function. Now, guys, observe here displaying the error. Okay. First time displaying here. First time how much here 200 is there. Second time not displaying here, saying that unbound local error, local variable y referenced before assignment. What's the meaning, guys? Here now, even though the y is a global variable, but here without anything here, I'm trying to modify it. I'm trying to modify directly. That's why taking as it's a local variable. All of right. Okay. That means the global variables cannot be modified inside the function. The global variables cannot be modified inside the function. If you try to make directly modification, guys, so what I'm thinking actually, what I'm thinking here, already y is defined somewhere. That's why y means 200, 200 plus 50, 250. So y 250 now. That's what we think actually. Right? But guys, here, so inside the function, the global variables cannot be modified directly. It's possible, but directly not possible, guys. Here, directly not possible. Okay, so guys, here now the point is, if you want to modify, see guys, this one now. If you want to modify a global variable, inside the function, then what we do, we have to specify global y. Now let us see here now. Yes, guys, observe now. So here, guys, now we use global variable, global keyword. Means I'm saying to interpreter, actually, if I don't take this one, then interpreter takes y as a local variable here. But I'm telling to interpreter, no. Y is not a local variable. Y is global variable. That's why we specify here global, right? Global y. So that means I'm saying that y is a global variable. So that it take this y now. It take that y. That's all of it, right? If I don't specify this global y, then what does it do within this function where y is defined? That's what I think. Within this function where y is defined means I think y as a local variable only. When if you're trying to modify, well, using, guys, suppose if you want directly use observe now. I'm directly using here, right? See that y. So that way, what I'm happening here, I'm trying to use here, no problem. You can use no problem within the function. If you want to make modification of the global variable, guys, inside the function, then we need to specify global keyword. If you want to modify outside the function, you can make directly. We have seen just now, we have seen all right. Suppose I'm taking outside the function, I'm taking here y plus 50, then 50, right? Then y. I'm taking as observe now. I'm taking here. Suppose print, right? Printer. I take now second time. Which one here now? Second time y. Okay. Right. Now I'll take suppose third time, guys. Okay. Just observe now. Guys. I take third time here. Right.
Sir, comment.
Yes. Now let's observe, right? Observe here now. So what happened, guys, here? So first y defined, and I'm modifying directly here now because outside y is declared. Outside only I'm modifying. That's why directly modification possible. 200 plus 50, 250. That 50 displaying here, the same 250 displaying inside the function also. That's why here 200, 250, 250. That's all, guys, came here. But the same modification, if you want to perform inside the function, then you have to specify the that y as a global, y as a global, guys, here, y as a global. I hope, guys, you understand about this global, right? So now, so that y again I want to modify inside the function. Then what I'm taking now, already what is the y value, guys, currently? What's the y value currently here? Actually 200. 200 plus 50. How much currently here? 250 is there, right? 250 is there. I'm going to add 150 extra. Then I'm trying to use the y plus 50, 50. Then again y. So actual output will be here 200, here 250, and here must be 300. Must be 300. That's right. Okay. 200 plus 50, 250. So 250 now. The 250 plus 50, 300. This way must be 300. But guys, remember this point. We are trying to modify the global variable inside the function. Inside the function. In that case, if you run the program, interpreter thinks that okay, we are using the y. Where is the y here? We are modifying the y. Modifying the y. Where is the y? You don't have permission to modify. You can use no problem from outside. You can use no problem. But the global variable you cannot modify. That's what interpreter says to the display function. Interpreter says display. What says here? Okay, you can use y, no problem. You can use y which is already available. But that y you can't modify. That y you can't modify here. You don't have that permission because y is not declared inside you. Y declared outside somewhere. That's why you don't have the right to modify the y. You can only use it. That's why we can use it, guys. You can't modify. Why, guys? Here y is not part of which one? Not part of the display. Somewhere defined. That's all. Somewhere defined. Suppose I want to modify here also. Then it needs some permission. It needs some permission. The permission called here, which one? Specifying as a global. Specify as a global. I run this one, guys. See error now. So displaying which one? Displaying the first two only. Displaying which one? Displaying the first, right? First two only. Which one? First time 100, 200, and second time how much here? 250. And third time not coming, guys, here. It's saying that local variable y. Interpret saying that this local variable y is not there. Okay, that's why I tell to display function. If you want to modify that global variable, then I specify here global y. Means now saying that okay, it is a y is not a global local variable. Y is a global variable. Then it go outside. Check it now. Where is the y? Here latest y. What's the value? 250 is there. The 250 comes here plus 50, 300. Now third time displays 300. Displays 300, guys, here now. That's all. Hello, right? So generally, all of with the mic. So general, guys, what do you think global variable is used to declare the variable globally? No, guys, here. So without global variable also, you can work with global variables, right? Without using the global keyword also, we can use the global variables anywhere. So guys, in Python, don't think that a global variable to declare the variable globally. No, not required. Okay, because guys, not now in my offline classes, right? What happened? One day the class is going on, Django class is going on. I asked randomly why global keyword we use. The view said that, sir, if you want to declare the variable globally, we use global keywords. That's all. They said that if you want to if you want to declare a variable globally, outside the functions, we have to specify the global keywords. This we are fixing the mind mentally. Global means declaring variable globally. That's all. No, Here guys, now global keyword is used if you want to modify the global variables inside the function. That's all. If you want to modify some global variables inside the function, then that variable we have to specify which one with the global keyword inside the function. That's all. See, actually, the global variable where started here. I did not use global keyword here. No, sir. Without specifying the global keyword, we can define the global variables. But the same global variable, if you want to modify inside the function, then again we have to specify global that variable name. But this variable is not creating now. It's already somewhere started already, and it's coming from there already, right? Coming from there already. That's all, guys. Now, okay, right. Okay, so observe here. Now what I'm doing now, right? Next point, which point here now? Next point is a global variable, a global, right? Global variable, right? Global variable can be modified, can be modified outside, right? Outside the function, outside the function. Suppose guys, now outside function means okay, it's fine here. I want to modify here also. Let us try now. Let us try here now. I'm taking again. What is the current y value, guys? Here. What's current y value here now? Right. Observe now. I take y plus some 10. Take again. Right. Y variable. Y variable. Then, guys, here print off. Right. Right. Print off. Print off. I'll take here fourth time. Fourth time. Then take the which one, guys? Here y. Okay. Let us see now what will happen. Yes, guys, here, right? So first 200, then 250, then here 300, then 310. See, guys, now means the global variable can be modified outside the function. Means see, this is the function, right? Outside means before the function, or after also we can modify. Anywhere you can modify. Outside the function means inside the function, if you want to modify, then we use global keyword. We use a global keyword, guys, here. If you want to modify outside, either before or after the function, we don't need any global keyword. We don't need any global keyword, not required here. Okay, right. Now, guys, observe here what's point now. Global variable can be modified outside the function. Outside, right? Outside the function possible. Okay, right. Next one. If you want to modify, if you want to modify, right? Modify the global variable, global, right? Global variable inside a function, inside a function. Nagendra, Nagendra. If you want to modify the global variable inside a function, then guys, then we have to use a global, right? Global keyword, global keyword with the global variable, right? With the global variable, with global variable. That means, right? That means we have to redeclare, right? Redeclare the same global variable, the same global, right? Global variable with which one? With the global, right? Global keyword, with the global keyword, guys. Now with the global keyword. That's all. So redeclare means like this. Okay, all declaration over, and giving values over. Again, redeclare means again like this here now. That's all. Redeclare with again now what here? Same variable with the global keyword. That's all, guys. Now global keyword, guys, here. So I hope all of you understand about the purpose of global variable, right? So fine, guys, here. This is the which one, guys, now. See, suppose I don't want to modify the global variable inside a function. Then, guys, there's no point of global keyword. That's all. See now, I don't want to modify. Then what happens, guys? Here, see now, right? So how much? First of all, 200, right? First 200. That's why. So 200 came first time. Second, how much guys here now? 200 plus 50, 250, right? 250 came, 250 came, and here without modification, I'm using directly. The same came here, right? Same come here, 250, and I'm adding the 10 here, so 260 come. That's all. If you don't want to modify the global variable inside the function, then there's no point of global keyword. That's all. No point of which keyword? Global keyword here. In this case, mainly. Okay, fine, guys. Now, guys, observe here. Now, guys, observe here. So now we have seen which one? Global variable and local variable, right? Local variable. Now, guys,